EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Okay, ready?
They'll start the drive with a give to Wayne. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
He completes it to Evans. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A fourth down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 Tiger.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Dyson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. White, he'll try the left side. Tackle made by Tyree Wilson.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Dyson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First down, here's White. Nice little juke. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And fights through one man. And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that's an old play caller's trick right there, right up there with run the ball inside the tackles on first down. You just watch your quarterback get sacked on the previous play. Now you let those defensive linemen penetrate again, hoping to get their hands on him one more time. But this time, he's got the perfect call dialed up, and the screen burns him for a first down.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Now Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
And they're using him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. They'll send Gibbons in motion. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they get the guard, John Runyon. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On second down, Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go right back to White here on first down. Shreds the tackle. And some room to work. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing again. Dyson. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw now. Here's Love. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Love, they go play action now. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. Love looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the gun on third down, Dyson. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing on first down. Dyson. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Nifty juke there. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 50 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake, Love. Buying time to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
60. Ready.
Running out of the gun with White. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Ready,
A
play.
gain of 12. And the Buccaneer first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Okay,
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. In motion left, Godwin. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. To the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 109 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will be taken down here, but another big gain on the ground to start the drive. This one good for 16, and yet again a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Logan Hall. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dyson rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, it's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. First down, Love to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Love from the gun. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. 9 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Max Crosby in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Love wants to shift things around. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. He's got Otton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Love now to pass on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 156 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of